How's it going, everybody? It's Jack over here, and welcome to a reaction to the Xbox Developer Direct. I know it's already been out already, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it not too loud, and let's get started. All games are about to see in development and do not represent the final products. All games are available on day one on Game Pass. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Buy ones, play on... Okay, and enjoy the show. Alright, Xbox, let's see what you got. Roleplay and mature. Peggy 18. Alright, looks like we got some crazy content. I know there's like 4... Okay, there's 4 games. Not too loud, so that way you can hear me. Straight from the developers. To you. To me? Wow. It's just I didn't get to see the developer direct myself, so it took me a while to watch it. I was busy with life, people. It's hard. I'm going through so much. Alright, so we got id Software, Compulsion Games, Sandfall Interactive, and... Ooh, Xbox Game Studios. Publishing, okay. We got Water. I mean, unfortunately I already know what it is, but... Team Ninja, okay. So the guys that made Neo and Ninja Gaiden. Is there like a Ninja Gaiden announcement, I guess?
こんにちは、コエテクモゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
Alright, let's do this. What do we got? Boy Tecmo.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja.
So this takes place in the future, I guess.
Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain.
It looks like, reminds me of Slifer, or is it Slifer, the Sky Dragon?
Facility. Commencing mission.
Oh, Platinum Games, okay. Ooh, okay. For anyone that's never played a Platinum Games game, it's they've made Bayonetta, they made Astral Chain, they did other games as well. I forgot what it was. I forgot a lot of games, but some of them left. They went back. Some of them went back to Capcom, and I don't know who else left, but I never played Astral Chain, even though I had a Switch, but I never got to play Astral Chain. When I played, what was it? Ninja Gaiden Black on the original Xbox. I did play it on Game Pass recently. I think on the Xbox One.
Whatever your clan is plotting.
Oh, there he is. Ryu Hayabusa.
So you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年
That
以
looks
上大
nice.
変お待たせしました。最強の忍者となり容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。
Oh, Nier Automata
忍
too.
者ガイデン4というタイトルを
Yeah, they
10
played
年以上
that.
の
They
時を超えて
played it.
新たに
They
皆様
they
に
made
お届
it.
けするに
They
あた
made
り
that game
よ
too.
り多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう新たな世界を新主人公であ
I
る
know they
もう
made
一人
that
の
with
町人
Square Enix, I
ヤク
think.
モ
Yeah.
で冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で竜はやぶさも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、竜はやぶさが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒竜がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧
That's
は
cool
訪
that
れ
they're
ませ
bringing
ん。
back the Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden or I don't know how to pronounce it that
今
well.
作の新主
Ninja
人公であり
Gaiden or Ninja
ハヤブサの
Gaiden.
対をなすカラスイチ
So I
門
don't know.
に所属するヤクモが
You're welcome to
東京
correct
で
me
黒
if
竜
you
を
want
倒
to.
しこの世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきた
I might actually check
ハー
out
ドな世界観は継承し、
this
そ
game
こにさら
too.
に危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景
I
観
know
の
it's
デザ
on
イン
Game
を取り入れて
Pass,
い
I
ます。
think.
ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受けビルは崩れ道は歪みヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージを忍具や
This looks really
シリーズ
good.
おなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
I'm sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to pay attention myself. I know some of y'all want to pay attention too.
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残ってい
I
ま
think
す
I
が、
might need to start
カラ
reacting
ス一
to
門を背負う
events
天才
myself.
忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂
Because
点
sometimes I just don't feel like
竜
playing
と
the
肩を
game
並べる
sometimes right
世
now.
代の町人たり得る人物としてデ
Because
ザ
I
イ
go
ンしてい
because
ま
I'm
す。
going through a lot right now. And sometimes it's hard, you know,
そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは、荒れ果てた
to,
東京の治安維持組織で
you
あり
know,、
黒竜
mentally
の封印を守る
I'm going through a lot
竜
right
神島
now.
や現
So
世
that's why
に
I'm
蔓延
just
する
watching,
力なる者妖魔、
you know,
そしてもちろん
games
シリー
right
ズお
now.
なじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
従来のシリーズから
But I'm excited for, you know, these games that are coming out. It's just that, like I said, you know, in my personal life, I'm going through a lot right now.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によってこれまでから大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘におけるひりつきも健在です。プレイヤー同様敵もガードや回避をしてくるため緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら 一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。
I never played 2 and 3 of Ninja Gaiden or Gaijin
を感じられるかと思います。
of the series. I only played a little bit of the first one on the one that's on the original Xbox. I didn't get to play the other
会
one.
社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆名落としなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ、新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように
This
潜ん
looks
で
really
忍
cool.
者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。続報にもぜひご期待ください。
You also have to forgive me as well. I'm a little bit nervous myself. Alright, okay.
さて本日お伝えしたい発表は
So, fall 2025, I
こちら
think?
をご覧ください。
On PS5, Xbox, PlayStation? I'm sorry, I said, sorry, not PlayStation. PS5, Xbox, and PC. Looks awesome. Alright, what's this one? What's the surprise for this one? Ooh. I mean, I know what this is, and this one is too. I think everybody saw it already. This is the second one. This is the remaster of the second one, or remake, depending on how you see it. I mean, Metroid Prime was remastered, and it looks like more like a remake. You know. So this is more of a remake as well, if you think about it. So this is in Unreal Engine 5, I think. Oh my goodness.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Or is it Ninja Gaiden Black 2? Oh no, Ninja Gaiden 2. I never owned the 360 back then.
今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン
I didn't start playing 360 content until like I got the Xbox One, because they had like the backwards back and pack.
あやね、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。
That was actually pretty cool that they added that as a, you know, shadow drop of the event. I know they did that with Hi-Fi Rush, and that's how I was able to play it too. I did play Hi-Fi Rush as well on the channel. So. Ooh, the Year of the Ninja, okay. 2025 will be the Year of the Ninja.
本日は
I know there's 3 of
ありがとうござい
them,
ま
I
した
think. 3 games that are coming out this year. There's Ragebound. Fall 2025, yeah, so it... Alright, good job. Good job, Kotekmo. Alright, Compulsion. What do you got for me? Tell me more about South of Midnight. Let me see if it's low. Or do I need to turn it down or anything? Put it on mute or anything? Put it on mute real quick. Or...
Propulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of Contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while
Southern
the protagonist Hazel is
Gothic,
at the
okay.
forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Man, I can't remember. I remember.
Don't mumble.
For those of you all that don't remember, Louisiana used to have a. Louisiana used to have a hurricane in New Orleans.
Hazel, please.
I think it was Hurricane Katrina.
Some help. I might need some help.
And that was a long time ago. That was in 2004. What was it? 2004, 2005. I don't remember, but it was crazy. Oh no.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
I know people talk
The
about
land
the
itself
art style.
chooses Hazel as a weaver.
You know, I know people talk about the art style.
Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper
Like where it's
reality.
like
The grand tapestry.
like it's too
Weavers
slow
can see the
or it's
fabric
you know
binding
like
a
slow
world,
motion or
connecting
you know no, not slow
people,
motion, stop
nature,
motion or
and
anything, but
echoes of the past.
you know,
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands
I know like
and
some people
stigmas
say
in
like
the
oh the
world.
frame rate is not
Through her
good or
newfound
anything,
power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends
but I guess it
the
depends on
afflicted
how people
creatures
play
she
it, you know.
encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her
Oh,
magic
okay.
abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the Slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But
Ooh,
close
okay.
combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and
I think
weave
some
are
things, you
some
know,
of the spells
backfires
at your disposal
when
that
you
give
play
you a
everything.
tactical
When you play a lot of
advantage.
different games, there's a
Timing is
when you
everything.
fight enemies all the time. There's
Focus
always
that enemies
you
close to start
backfire.
melee combos,
Like you think you're doing good,
pull
and then
them
you
back
and then
to
it
interrupt and stun their attack.
you know
Then
they
press the
they throw it back
advantage
at your
with
face.
follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining
There's a lot of
push
skill
and pull
trees in
skills to
a lot
improve
of
precision and
lot of
make
games
the field
nowadays.
more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history.
Ooh,
You'll
looks
gradually
nice.
uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures
That
by
alligator, I
collecting
know, is gonna
fragments
probably
of
gonna be
haunted
a
memories.
pain.
We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters
Let me turn
progress,
it
the
down.
music
Sorry, just in case. Just in case the music shows up, I know they have to talk about the you know, the game.
battles.
There we go. I think I got it. Oh, never
You
mind.
got
I
a
guess
long journey ahead.
the one time I
South
turned
of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry
the one
of
time I
Saturn-inspired
turn it up
landscapes.
now, it's just when he,
From
you know,
abysmal
someone gets
swamps
eaten.
to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details
I'm
and
from the
environmental
South, actually.
storytelling, like our bottle trees and Haint Blue porches, which are
I may not
sentient
sound
about
like it,
evil
but
spirits. The way
I
that
am
the
from the
past
South.
emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn Haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our Moody Compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our
okay.
team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
At Compulsion Games, we look around central teams.
I'm sorry. I
We're
just didn't
lucky
know
to
if
have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on Xbox and Steam.
All right. Sorry. Just want to make sure. Okay. Compulsion Games. Okay. South of Midnight. April 8th, 2025. All right, let's do this. All right. Sandfall Interactive. All right. I know it's Expedition 33. Maybe put it low just in case.
We are Sandfall Interactive, and welcome to our manor.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to.
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project.
A lot of people say that this reminds people of Lost Odyssey. I mean, it does a little bit. I did play it a little bit, this Lost Odyssey, and it does have a bit of that, where like it's like a time, not time based. I know it's turn based, but what was it like? Has like
You and I started trading ideas right away, and
time-based
into trading files back and forth.
interact.
Soon, I was
I don't know
creating
how
the
to say
first
it, but
prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really
like
clicked when
reaction
we tested
times
the
or
first
what
version
it
of
is.
these features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together.
A lot of people
And I
are
shared
excited
it
for
with
this
an old
one.
friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements.
3
A
core
story with great
elements.
emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love, and a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sandfall Interactive on these tenets: a group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy.
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook.
The hook.
67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year that number ticks down,
that's crazy.
everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
So
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
So I guess like when like
didn't want to focus on good
the younger
versus
you
evil.
are, the
What's interesting to us
I guess
are
the young
people
ones
who,
have to
yes,
fight
are flawed,
the last
but care
fight.
deeply about each other, and conflicts arise because they have different perspectives.
I don't know
on
how
what needs to be done.
I don't know how 1-year-olds are gonna be able to fight this
We
battle.
wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's a...
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He
is he like a friend, or is he like someone? He's like part of your team?
They're fun and sort of ridiculous.
I thought maybe it was like an enemy that you fight.
Many other gestures across the game.
Unless he is, I don't know.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel.
Oh, okay, so he's like, so some of these monsters are like, you know, are friends
you can
too.
unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
Oh, okay, makes more sense now.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had
I thought those things were creatures that you fight, but no, they're part of your team.
Our system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too. Like, yeah, it has that real-time reaction times.
During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
The action times.
But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard.
A lot of people thought of this,
you
know,
still traumatized by enemies from back
reminds
then.
people of Lost Odyssey.
Balancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately
Because it does talk about, like,
that we're proud of.
you know, people's existential crisis. Like, especially this guy who's immortal. You know, the main character who is supposed to be immortal.
Lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
But I think people think about this like Lost Odyssey with like the gameplay mechanics.
So that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can alternately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in the skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are tons of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like. The Gestral Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Destro.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs.
Oh,
We start
okay.
with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically
An interactive
and
world
technically.
map?
And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around. Here we go! We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
So is this multiplayer, or is this like a single player with
We've
like,
poured our hearts
multiplayer
and
mechanics?
souls into this game for the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass.
Oh wow.
You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more info.
We are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team, it's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
All right. April 24th, 2025, Expedition 33. All right, good job. Really great so far. And then id Software, go ahead and take us home. Oh, let's go. I did play the first Doom. I never played the Doom Eternal. I do want to though.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software. Where more than 30 years ago,
Dallas,
a
Texas.
small team
I mean,
of game
I'm from
developers helped
San Antonio,
define
but
and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
the Dark Ages. All right, so we got medieval Doom guy, Doom Slayer.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Okay,
Set
we
in a
got
cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016. And that's given
oh,
us
okay.
the
I
opportunity
thought there was
to reimagine
another.
every
Well, then again,
aspect of
it's
this
a Middle
experience.
Ages, so
So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if
Oh,
you're a
okay, so-
longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it
okay.
down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong,
Yeah, because I
but still
like the
fast.
original ones. Yeah.
A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics
Ooh,
of Doom
shield. I'm excited for this one too. This one looks fun. A lot of people seem to like the fact that you could use your shield.
classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Ooh, the Shield Saw.
Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Ooh. I mean, there's a lot of ways to fight.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet?
Ooh, that's awesome.
Doom spiked mace.
Ooh.
That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Oh, that's awesome.
From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
That's really cool that you can do that now.
Unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
I definitely want to play this game too.
And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
See, that's the thing that a lot of people need to understand. You know, games make people happy.
That's right, we've saved the best for last.
You know,
Doom
when
has
people.
and always will be all
Oh,
about the
the
guns.
BFG.
Has some of the most
Oh no, never mind.
ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Never mind. But you know, you still gotta have to be at BFG, right?
Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with.
Ooh.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Whee! Take this. I like the shield. Looks awesome. Uh-oh. Did they really think they were gonna be able to block that from me?
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best.
Oh, wow.
You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
That's actually pretty
And the gameplay
cool.
doesn't end with just the Slayer.
Uh-oh.
We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the
A mech?
size of a building, it's
Ooh.
powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists.
That's
And if that
awesome.
wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
Cybernetic dragon. Ooh.
They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun.
Oh, this is gonna be sweet.
And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom the Dark Ages.
The story and the exploration.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures.
You're always gonna smash
something
things.
new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom the Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources.
Sorry, I had to stretch a bit.
Where you go,
Just
who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
my back was hurting. I'm sorry.
It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Oh yeah, of course not. If this is a prequel, of course it's gonna be a lot more. Ooh. Man, these demons are getting harder and harder by the minute.
Composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
In the story, what's the
And
story?
speaking of that legend, the story of Doom the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
Doom the Dark Ages.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
Alright, May 15th, 2025. Alright. Good job. That was awesome. Alright, Xbox. You did good.
I cannot move.
Alright, we got bloopers.
This is so like
You will feel
May
like the
15th,
Super Western center
2025.
of a
Doom
medieval
the Dark
war against
Ages.
all of
South of
Hazel's
Midnight,
powers
April
are
8th,
designed around
2025.
textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system is built around chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn
April
system
24th,
has
2025 for
built-in
Expedition
which gives combat
33.
greater intensity and dynamism.
And Ninja Gaiden 4, Fall 2025. Okay.
アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています
So Microsoft has their fall game, but it's also going to be released on the PS5s, but they have their own fall game which is cool. I think a lot of people care about nowadays is just Game Pass. Thanks for watching. Alright. Is that it? Or are we good? Okay. That was good. Alright. So we got Ninja Gaiden 4 or Gaijin 4 with the bonus of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black available to play, which is already out now, but Expedition 33, it looks pretty good. And South of Midnight and Doom the Dark Ages. Okay, so let's see, what do I think about all these games? I like them. They look really good. I'm very excited for them. I'm hoping I can play any of them during the year. I know Doom the Dark Ages I'm very excited about. I will play Ninja Gaiden 2 as well, because I know that's out right now, so I might check that out too. But other than that, it was a great one. This is my first time reacting, so if I'm not doing pretty good reactions, I'm not very this is my first time, okay? So bear with me. So, you know, and you're welcome to give me pointers of how to be more, you know, or if you want me to react to anything else, let me know. But other than that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the next one. Bye bye.